Welcome back to Auto Insight. Today we're diving into something unexpected, nostalgic, and incredibly exciting: the idea of a 2026 Toyota Motorhome Truck. A vehicle concept that blends Toyota's legendary durability with the rising global demand for adventure-ready, self-sufficient travel machines. If you've been watching the overlanding boom, the van life movement, and the return of compact RV culture, you already know the timing couldn't be better. Back in the 1970s and 1980s, Toyota-based motorhomes built on Hilux and pickup chassis quietly built a cult following. They weren't massive luxury RVs. They were compact, efficient, and surprisingly capable. Owners loved them because they could go places traditional motorhomes simply couldn't. They were simple, mechanical, easy to fix, and built on platforms known for reliability. Now imagine that same spirit reimagined with 2026 technology, modern safety, hybrid power, and serious off-road capability. If Toyota were to introduce a 2026 motorhome truck, it would likely start with the global Hilux or Tacoma platform. Both are proven, body-on-frame trucks with strong payload capacity and serious durability. For 2026, expect reinforced chassis tuning to handle a lightweight composite camper module. Instead of old-school fiberglass boxes, we'd probably see aerospace-grade composite panels, lighter, stronger, and better insulated. That alone would dramatically improve efficiency and stability. Powertrain is where things get interesting. Toyota has already committed heavily to hybrid technology, and by 2026 a hybrid Tacoma or Hilux-based motorhome would make perfect sense. Picture a turbocharged 2.4-liter hybrid system producing strong torque at low RPMs, perfect for hauling weight and climbing mountain passes. Instant electric torque would make slow-speed off-road crawling smoother and more controlled. At the same time, improved fuel economy compared to traditional RVs would make long-distance travel far more affordable. And let's talk about range. With hybrid integration and possibly even a plug-in hybrid option, you could see extended range capabilities exceeding 600 to 700 miles depending on configuration. Add rooftop solar panels integrated into the camper shell, and now you're talking about real off-grid independence. Lithium iron phosphate battery banks could power interior lighting, induction cooking, a compact fridge, water pumps, and even climate control without needing a noisy generator. Design-wise, Toyota would likely keep it rugged and purposeful. This wouldn't be a flashy luxury RV with chrome trim and oversized mirrors. Expect matte finishes, protective cladding, off-road bumpers, skid plates, and all-terrain tires straight from the factory. A factory-installed snorkel and lifted suspension wouldn't be out of the question either, especially considering Toyota's TRD Pro heritage. The goal would be to create something that looks ready for Patagonia, the Australian outback, or the deserts of Arizona straight off the showroom floor. Inside the cab, you'd get everything modern Toyota offers in 2026. A large central infotainment display with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, digital driver cluster, 360-degree camera system, adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, and Toyota Safety Sense suite fully integrated. Long road trips would feel more comfortable and secure than ever before. But the real magic would be in the camper module. Imagine a smart layout designed for 2 adults and possibly a small child. A convertible dinette that turns into a bed, a pop-up roof for additional sleeping space, modular storage compartments, and water-efficient fixtures. Toyota could collaborate with a premium camper builder to ensure high build quality while maintaining affordability. Water storage could sit around 80 to 120 liters, enough for multi-day trips. Greywater management systems would be compact and eco-friendly. A small wet bath setup with integrated shower and toilet would keep it practical without taking up too much space. The entire system would be engineered for weight distribution, keeping the center of gravity low for better driving stability. One of the biggest advantages of a 2026 Toyota motorhome truck would be maneuverability. Traditional RVs are intimidating for many drivers. This would feel closer to driving a pickup truck, making it accessible to a much broader audience. Parking in cities, navigating tight mountain roads, or exploring forest trails would be far less stressful. Off-road capability could genuinely set it apart. With selectable 4WD, locking differentials, multi-terrain select modes, and crawl control, this motorhome wouldn't just be for paved campgrounds. It would be built for real adventure. Ground clearance would likely exceed 9 or 10 inches, and approach and departure angles would be optimized to prevent scraping on uneven terrain. Sustainability would also be central to its appeal. Lightweight materials, hybrid efficiency, solar charging, and reduced generator dependence would align perfectly with global trends toward eco-conscious travel. Toyota could even experiment with sustainable interior materials like recycled fabrics and plant-based composites. Pricing would be critical. If Toyota positions this vehicle between traditional camper vans and high-end overland builds, it could dominate the segment. Imagine a starting price in the mid to high $60,000 range, climbing toward $85,000 for fully equipped hybrid off-road trims. Compared to six-figure luxury RVs, that would look extremely competitive. And here's the bigger picture. Travel culture is shifting. People want flexibility. They want independence. They want to escape crowded airports and rigid hotel bookings. A compact, reliable, fuel-efficient motorhome built on Toyota's reputation could become a global bestseller. It wouldn't just be a vehicle. It would be a lifestyle tool. Picture waking up beside a mountain lake, sliding open the side door, brewing coffee with power drawn from the sun, and driving off-road to your next destination without worrying about mechanical reliability. That's the emotional appeal Toyota could tap into. The 2026 Toyota Motorhome Truck, if it becomes reality, wouldn't try to compete with massive Class A motorhomes. Instead, it would carve out its own niche: practical, capable, efficient, and adventure-focused. It would combine the DNA of the Hilux or Tacoma with the spirit of classic Toyota motorhomes from decades ago, modernized for a new generation of explorers. For Toyota, this wouldn't just be another niche experiment. It could become a strategic move in a market that's expanding every year. Compact overland-ready RVs are no longer a small community trend. They're mainstream. So the question is simple. If Toyota builds it, would you take it across continents? Would you trust it to be your home on wheels? Knowing Toyota's track record for reliability, the answer for many enthusiasts might already be yes. That's everything for today's deep dive into the potential 2026 Toyota Motorhome Truck. If you love seeing classic concepts reborn with modern technology, make sure you subscribe to Auto Insight and stay tuned for more automotive futures coming your way.